Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Pittsburgh's offense will get first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Alabama's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Got it in the middle. It's Hicks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense now.
Brings into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Hit right back to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Running into the open space. it in. Touchdown, Pitt. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Dumps it to the back. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. It didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. So after the first down run, here's second down.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He hit that one right there. Middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll try to run for it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in...
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Find some fresh air. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll keep it himself. He's got enough for the first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Pitt pushing the pace. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Simpson. Gonna let it fly. Got it in stride at the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Hit right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Right back to the well. Nice move there. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab outside. Running free. Touchdown Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Pitt pushing the pace.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put...
There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers have a lot of options on second and inches. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the set. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Steps away to find some room. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and receptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not very much.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to get behind the defense. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things, and that first half needs some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Give to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Just a short pass to the tight end. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Let's it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here comes the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Hunt. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through through his fingers.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
Breaks into the open. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Fires it. Touchdown, Bama! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. On the move, it's gone. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
This guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one?
Brought down, but not before he pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. It's complete to the left. Bulldozes his way through. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Turner. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. The give to the back. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Under fire. He's got it. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Going right to work up top. Gets rid of it. And he dropped it. Just didn't work the thing all the way in.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to
He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown tie! Fit it in the window for the score.
and they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is